Punchboard Media, where we all bring something to the table. Pull up a chair at punchboardmedia.com.
Well, today is the last day of Origins. We are packing up the hotel room, getting everything all set.
Sad.
And why didn't I realize there's a little shelf here so I could do intros and outros?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, the things you learn. So we are packing up, getting ready to check out, and head over for the last hours of Origins. Bargains. Today's the good day because the vendors don't want to take everything home, so usually you can get some pretty good discounts on stuff. So we will see you
Over there.
I think we're going to go get food first.
Yeah.
Let's go get some food first. So we'll check out and then we'll get food. You'll see. Just keep watching.
Follow us.
So we saw the lines over at North Market and decided against that completely.
Yeah. Nix that idea.
So we had breakfast bars. We're okay.
Yep.
This today. Hello, washout. So we are just gonna head over to the convention and do last day stuff and maybe grab some grub over here.
Yummy.
So we have ran into Peter Hayward from Jelly Bean Games. So how has been your con so far?
This con has been the worst experience of my life, Brian. My mum died, my dad died, my dog killed my father, who'd already died. This has been great. This has been an amazing convention. I spent all of yesterday just playing prototype. I made a rule yesterday, not a single published game, so I played like 35 prototypes yesterday. It was incredible.
Awesome. And I happen to have in my hand some of the cards for Lady and the Tiger, which funded successfully on Kickstarter. And you have some other stuff here. So what else do you have?
I have all kinds of stuff. So Lady and the Tiger is going to the printer soon. This is the prototype. The final one is going to be tarot-sized cards. It's an 18-card game, and every single card is going to have a unique art. So Tanya is our ex-Disney illustrator for this game, and she has made it look gorgeous. And this is an 18-card game that is 5 games in one. These same 18 cards are used to play 5 radically different, not 5 slight variants, 5 radically different games. One's a solo game, one's 2 to 6 players, one's a maze game for 2 players. It's got everything, and that is, we're sending that to the printer very soon. We're excited. This is our upcoming, also pretty game called Ninjitsu. Scuttle was our first game, which was the pirate card game. This is the sequel. It plays as a standalone game. If you've never seen Scuttle, you can shuffle them together and play as one game. And this is coming to Kickstarter on July 25th.
Awesome. And how much is that going to be, the pledge levels?
This is going to be $9 for the game, $5 for one expansion, or $10 for both expansions, and you'll get a free mini expansion if you do that. It plays in about 5 to 10 minutes, ages 8+, and it's going to be, we're aiming for 1 to 5 player, but we're still nailing down the solo mode because it's got a bluffing element. And it's very hard to make a solo bluffing game.
I'm really good at solo bluffing.
Oh, well, there we go. Yeah. Every day you're like, what did I do for breakfast this morning? You got me again, Brian, from the past.
So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your con.
Thank you.
So we're here with Robert from Crit Games. So you have some RPG accessories. So what do you have here?
Hey, I'm Robert from Crit Games. We have a Kickstarter that we ran last year for 5th edition conditions. So these are the different conditions. You can, as a GM, you can throw them down on the table on players. On the reverse side, it has a quick rule reference for it, so it's really good for new players, or even if you're, inveterate player, you can have it there as a reference on your table. So this has all the standard conditions. We're really happy with how all the different artwork came out for our project. You can go online and get them from us at critgames.com. And then the Kickstarter went really well, so we actually added a second deck to it. This is the combat cards. So these are things I'm always forgetting on my table. Concentration, rules for cover. It has cards for dying. And then there's a set of cards in here for your save and your success or your fail on your save. I like being really dramatic with them. When a player hits his failure, I'll throw that down on the table, make it really dramatic. And there's included with the combat set is a set of these initiative trackers. So if you have a group of players, they'll roll for initiative. You hand out these cards. I'll keep a couple for my monsters. Really streamlines combat and the turn order. And we're going to be doing more 5th edition accessories and other aspects later this year. So be sure to sign up online at critgames.com/subscribe. Look for us and look for more good stuff coming for a future Kickstarter that we're running.
And you also said this is your first Origin, so how has it been?
Well, Origins has been great. You meet a lot of people just on the internet and emailing and be able to kind of come in Origins, play games with them, have fun. It's been a great convention. I've really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And game on, guys.
So we are here with Brent. We were talking about Gruff. So what do we have going on?
So Gruff is a tactical combat card game about mutated monster goats. The idea is that once upon a time, the 3 billy goats Gruff were trying to cross a bridge, and they got stopped by this horrible troll that wanted to eat him. But the goats outsmarted the troll and knocked him off the bridge and killed him. And when that happened, the shepherds realized, oh, you know what? We've been using goats the wrong way this entire time. What we really need to do is weaponize our goats. So using black magic and foul science, forbidden breeding practices, you've transformed your goats into the ultimate fighting machines called Gruffs. These nasty, mutated monster goats. So you made the meanest, the weirdest, the fattest goats the world has ever seen. And one day you're trying to cross a bridge, minding your own business, with your team of monster goats. And there's this other shepherd coming from the other direction with his team of battle goats. So of course there's really no choice except for to fight to the death. So that's what we do. Fight to the death with our monster goats. So it's a tactical combat card game where you get to construct decks using monster goats and engage in weaponized goat warfare.
Okay. And you have a Kickstarter going on right now?
That's right. We have a Kickstarter going on right now for a game called Rage of the Trolls. So Gruff Rage of the Trolls has the same kind of visceral punch-counter-punch gameplay as our base game Gruff, but it also adds the trolls. The trolls have come back and they want revenge, and you get to play against them both cooperatively with another shepherd and their troll goats, or you can face them one-on-one in a solo mode. So yeah, it's a great way to get into the world of Gruff because it gives you new ways to face players. So you can play with somebody that you just want to play cooperatively with, or play by yourself.
Awesome, and that one only has a few more days to go. I think this is going up tomorrow morning at 9.
Yeah, so tomorrow morning at 9, we'll only have 9 days left at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, but the campaign's doing really, really well. But we got some awesome stretch goals that we want to unlock, stretch trolls that we want to take down. So every little bit helps to make the game even better. So appreciate everyone's support.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I am here at the End Transmission booth with Mick. So what do you have going on here at Origins?
Hi, I'm Michaela, or Mick, and we make role-playing games. We make a lot of different role-playing games, and we like to make them different, and we like to make them affordable. All of our games use D6s because a lot of times we like to get new people into the hobby, and a lot of times they don't, have the money for a polyhedral set, don't already have it. So we like to use D6s because they can kind of be gotten anywhere. Our flagship product is Psionics. It is sort of inspired by Akira, Firestarter, Carry, Scanners, and there was a recent movie that came out called Chronicle that really captures the aesthetic of this. You have psychic powers. Most of the world, present day, present time, doesn't know that psychic powers exist. But the people that do, like the government conspiracies and the terrorists and the pharmaceutical companies who all want to use you for your powers, they know about it and they want to use you.
I wrote this game.
And this is
No, carry on.
no,
No, carry on.
Very quickly, that was my partner in crime. He writes these games. I am the producer, and I make them into books. So I'm very proud of all the work we do. We have 3 separate supported game lines. We've got this supported game line. This is the Singularity system, and the next thing that is coming out, actually, is Systems Malfunction, which is based on a long-running LARP that we had. So it's essentially the world was built collaboratively by a bunch of different players. And so the world building is really tight in it. This is just setting neutral. You can use it to run any science fiction campaign you want, based on like a movie or a show that you like, or just something you wrote yourself. And then finally, this is Splinter, and the quick and dirty on Splinter is...
Also wrote that game.
The quick and dirty on Splinter is that it is sort of like D&D meets The Running Man or Hunger Games with a twist. And it's a big twist, because you play both player and avatar, and your avatar is a shape-shifting demigod of enormous power that can influence the Splinter just through their native talents. So like you can be a shape-shifting robot or lich, you can be a shape-shifting demon or a bird person, and really what it is this incredible commentary on like the violence of the normal dungeon crawl. It is that normal dungeon crawl, but it's also a commentary on the violence therein and inherent in our media, because you level up by getting likes essentially from your viewers, whether you chose to be a part of the Splinter or you were conscripted into it because of thought crime or like actual like real crime. And you are told that it is a VR universe, but it might be a little more complicated than that. It might be that you're jacking into somebody else's body and possessing them and using their body to kill people so that people from another dimension can give you likes. So it's a very oniony book with a lot of different layers. On the surface, it's just fun dungeon crawl, and then it gets way deeper into the lore. So those are our 3 supported lines. And we are gonna keep making games because we can't do anything else.
And where can people find out more information?
You can go to www.endtransmissiongames.com, or you can go to Facebook and find the End Transmission Games page. We also have a group called ETG Elite, which I say hello to when I am not too busy. And on Twitter, we're at ET Games.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I am here with Kurt, and we are talking about Paramedics Clear with Smirk and Dagger, of course.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you? So, what can you tell us about the game?
So, Paramedics Clear is a pulse-pounding, just high-tension game of saving lives, racing against the clock, but you probably can't save them all. In this game, there is a companion app that tracks the time of your turn, starting at 60 seconds, and then by the end of the game dwindling down to just 30 seconds. So you're managing the clock, you're managing a hand of cards, and you're trying to manage to save some patients. Now, each of them, if you can take a look here, has a series of medical needs that they have. And these are all the supplies that will fit those needs. Now, your hand has a bunch of color-coded cards, and you'll notice there's a formula for each type of thing they need. So this guy needs oxygen. So that's a purple and a red for me. So I've got that. I can pay for that and either put it in my medical cabinet or give it to this guy immediately. Sustained. He's going to live, at least until next turn. Now this guy needs bandages. That is either red or green. Well, I happen to have a green, so that's great. Sustained. No one is going to be lost this turn. And now I can start thinking about other things I want to do. Well, maybe I'll take this extra tube blue and put something into my medical cabinet that I might need for later. Or maybe instead, I'll take these two cards and start building an upgrade. Now, I can pay for an extra cabinet space, a bigger hand, or a medevac. In case I get in trouble, I can medevac them out so that they're immediately saved and I don't have to, lose somebody that I might otherwise lose. Now, when they go to the hospital, they're worth the positive points on the card. However, if I can't give them what they need, or the timer runs out before I can stop it, instead they go over to the morgue where they're worth minus points. So, when you clear a gurney, your main gurney anyway, you immediately have to draw 2 new cards. You've got to triage them. Who can I save in the time I've got left? It's going to be this guy. And this one you put face down on someone else's backup gurney, and they won't know what it is until their turn begins. Critical patients, like the one I just gave this guy, they can't be saved from turn to turn. They've got to go right now, this turn, or they're going to die. So this is just non-stop action and just tension, and all while this is going on. Now I'm straightening for your turn, I'm getting ready, and now you go. The EKG is timing out your turn. And if you can't stop the clock before it starts getting thready at 7 seconds, going and stop it going clear, at that point you save the guy. But if it runs out, someone's gonna pass. So. Yeah.
Okay, and when can we look for this?
This is going to be out for Gen Con of this year, 2017, and it'll be in stores really about the same time as well.
And how much are you looking to retail?
It's going to be $39.99. It plays from 1 to 4 players, so you can actually even do it solo since it is against the clock and try to beat your own score. And interestingly enough, I'm really known for my Take That games. This game, when you first play it, you may not notice the Take That aspect because you're so focused on the clock and getting everything done, you don't have time to worry about anyone else. But I can tell you, once you get good and you manage your stress and you manage the clock, now you're starting to see opportunities to mess with other people. By giving them patients they can't handle, by last minute swapping out resources that they're going to need. All kinds of different things can be done to give yourself an advantage because this is a competitive game. It is not a cooperative.
Very cool. We will be looking for this sometime soon.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. So this is the end of Origins, and we are pretty much ready to head home. So instead of doing a boring travel vlog, which we still do.
Nice. You want a better shot?
Nice.
Academy Games, Vikings, 878.
You're lucky. He usually takes all his clothes off.
Oh my! And just has the chainmail on? There you go, there you go.
So, as I...
That's Mother Nature's voice.
So anyways, this will be the very end of our vlog because I'm sure you don't want to see any more traveling or anything like that. So that is it for this year. Bye.